Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, everything that we see is a shadow that is cast by that which we do not see. That's what we teach in New Thought. Dr. King absolutely understood, as we do, that every experience is the result of an unseen cause. In most cases, if you haven't noticed, the human race is the cause of the realities that we are experiencing, because life is consciousness. Everything is created first in mind and then in reality. Today, let us become spiritual investigators as we ask the questions, am I adding to or subtracting from the shadow that we see in the world? Am I adding to or subtracting from the peace that we sing about, that we dance about, that we sit in silence and meditate and are still and quiet about? Am I adding to that, or am I taking away from it? Let there be peace on earth, and you know the rest of it, say it with me, and let it begin with me. It is our jobs as spiritual students to look at the external shadows, the external violence, the war, the aggression, and the prejudice, and not to pretend that it's not there, but it is to ask the question, what is missing here? What is missing within me, within the other? What is missing within the experience, and what is missing within the system? And how can I bring that quality forward? Plain and simple, let it begin with me. How can I be part of a solution and bring the forgotten back into awareness, back into focus, and back into expression, no matter how difficult it might be? You see, the shadows that are cast, that we see on the news, that we behold around the world, are merely effects. That's all they are effects of a greater cause. So when I see anger, perhaps rather than lashing out in return, returning anger for anger, you know, we've all heard it said that an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, it will leave all of us blind and toothless. I can see that anger is the guardian of sadness. That's compassion. I can see anger as the guardian of sadness, and violence as the guardian of fear. Violence as the guardian of deep wounding and pain. That prejudice is the guardian of blindness and ignorance. That's not easy. But we've been doing the opposite for a very long time. How's that working for us? Some days it can feel very hopeless that we dance songs of peace and we sing songs of peace and we pray peace over and over and over. And every year the best laid intentions for peace on earth, January 1 and January 2nd comes, and it appears that nothing has happened. Why doesn't God send somebody? God did send somebody. It's wearing your skin, and it looks like your face. The external human experience is nothing more than a specter of a deeply buried cause. Our job is to shine the light by bringing the wisdom, the love, the safety, the peace, the compassion, the God that has been forgotten. Not just on Sunday morning from 11:15 to 12:15. But outside these doors, every breath, every heartbeat, every experience. If something is missing, I get to be the avenue by which it is remembered. If I notice that peace is missing, I am becomes the conduit for the return of peace. But I am, you know, so many people religiously have said it's a great I am. The name of God is God's responsibility. God's doing business as us. A dance that doesn't just happen on second Saturday at 4 o'clock, but a dance that happens with every relation. With every relationship, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The I am is the presence of God doing business as me. I invite you to put your hand upon your heart and to say that. I'll say it one more time. The I am is the presence of God doing business as me. Together, the I am is the presence of God doing business as me. Repeating after me, I am the peace.
I am the peace.
I am the remedy.
I am the remedy.
I am the medicine.
I am the medicine.
I am the solution.
I am the solution.
I am the healer.
I am the healer.
Gandhi once said that a coward will be incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. On this first day of 2023, I'm asking you to be among the ranks of the brave. To be the lone wolf that stands for peace when nobody around you can find it. The one person in the midst of the storm that finds the presence of God that might be very deeply buried. Be that purveyor. Be that minister. Be that conduit. Be that healer